Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and shall we see what's going on our island of Fawnhollow? Well, today. Now, I didn't play last night, I'm sorry. It's stuff's happening, been a little bit busy and all that. That makes things harder, but it's okay. We can just see what's going on in the afternoon today, you know? Don't always have to, I don't know how to my accent there. Don't always have to do stuff in the evening to set up, but, you know, improv. Island life. Just take it chill, you know? Hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 3:19 PM on Wednesday, July 8th, 2020. It isn't news to speak of today, but I talked to you last night. I don't think I've watched TV for ages as well. I don't even know what the last TV show I watched was. Actually, you know what the last TV show I probably watched was probably something like University Challenge or Only Connect. I think I mention this every single time that Isabel talks about TV. What's the last like proper TV show I've watched? I'm gonna exclude anime, but like sat down in front of like a cable TV box and watched. I don't know. Just imagine, Mota. I've always dreamed about living in a library. I picture myself surrounded by shelf after shelf of books, stacked up to the ceiling. In a home like that, it's possible I'd never run out of reading material. Dreamily yours, Sylvana. Aw, Sylvana. That's a good dream to have. Apparently I've got some gifts. Why don't you take them, Ben, Vivian? A massive library just full to the brim of books. I'm not sure if I'd like that as much as I feel like I would. I think I mentioned this multiple times. I much prefer visual media over books. I do like books, don't get me wrong. I just, you know, haven't read one in a while, so I'm sort of out of the habit of it, I guess. So I haven't done it for a while. And once I'm out of a habit of something, it takes me forever to get back into it again. Just any form of media, it's gone completely. I just don't watch it. Maybe I should get back into reading, you know? Have that as like a New Year's resolution thing or something. A year of consuming media. Wait, that doesn't sound like very productive now I think about it, but you know what I mean. Why is it that, you know, you read a book and you're like learned? You watch a movie, watch a TV series and suddenly like, not as good or something. It's not as highly respected, I suppose how I should say it. A shame really. I feel like visual media can have just as much depth and introspection, I suppose, as something like literature, like a book can have as well. Not saying that books can't have it as well. In fact, I don't even know what my point is now I think about it, but still. My whole point was that it's been a very long time since I've read a book. Because, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Also, this KK Slider song is very interesting. It might be very quiet in the background. I don't know how quiet my sound is right now. Maybe I'll turn up my volume a little bit. You hear it? It's like KK Country or something. Joy-Con Drift just going crazy there. So yeah, what have I been up to today? I went to the bank. I think I talked about it was on Monday. I said I had to sort some stuff out, but I had to come back on Wednesday. It's Wednesday again, so it's now been sorted out. Hello, Fuchsia. So yeah, I just walked in, we got it all sorted. Perfectly done. Walked in, walk out. You know? That's how it should be, I think. Controversial opinion. Not really controversial opinion. Spilling the tea, as they say. You know, when I go to places like that, things like a bank, or things where I just want to sort something out, just walk in, get it done, walk out, you know? I'm not one for small chat. Small chat? That's not what you call it. Small talk. Or am I? Like, I feel like I can do small talk. To be honest, it's just like, I'm not really one for it. I'm not one to fill up a silence or conversation if it need be. That sort of thing. Comfortable silence is what I like. Talk about what's important. Well, not necessarily what's important. That's definitely the wrong way to frame my view. More like, just small talk just isn't for me. I suppose is my entire view. My entire point I'm trying to convey across it, but not doing exceedingly well at. If you like small talk, that's more power to you, you know? It's just not for me. Especially when it's like a civil place like that, where it's just something needs to be done. Like, for example, in a bank, when I'm just trying to sort something out. I'm not much for small talk, but I'm just sort of like, hey, I just want to get this done. I'm sure you might as well. You might too, if you're the person working there. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not going to try and speak for them. I'm sure it's different for every person. But no, when I went there, the only reason I bring this up is I went there, and there was, of course, you know, there's a queue because, you know, whole pandemic situation. The bank wasn't open yet as well. I luckily didn't have to wait for a queue because I had an appointment, so I could just walk straight in afterwards. But, you know, we're waiting for the bank to open, and then there was just a guy there, he's just like cracking jokes. Because the lady was like, oh, did you know there's a queue, or do you not need it? And I was like, so, I'm okay, I've got an appointment, I'm not even using what you guys are queuing for. And she's like, ah, okay. And the guy's just like, I've got an appointment for the queue right now. And I was like, firstly, what? Secondly, yeah, I guess it's kind of funny, you know. He's just trying to make light of a situation, you know. He's trying to brighten up everyone's day, I see in the queue. With just like crack a wise joke here and there, that sort of thing. Oh my word, Joy-Con Drift, you are going absolutely insane. Hello Savannah, do we have a gift for you? We've got 2 more. Fantastic. So yeah, you know, I respect that as well. And I respect the effort, or like the intention, I suppose. But to be honest, I was totally okay with just sort of standing there in silence, just, you know, just waiting for the doors to open. That's just, I think, just how I roll. I also realised I don't know why there are blue hyacinths here. I don't even know how they got here. Did I plant them here? Maybe I planted them here. I don't remember really. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. I mean, he made like another joke. I don't remember what the other joke was. Ah, that's why there's white hyacinths back there. It was like, you know, fine. It wasn't like he was trying to be the next stand-up comedian hit. I don't even know what popular stand-up comedians are right now. He's not trying to be the next. Can I not think of a single stand-up comedian? When's the last time I watched a stand-up comedy show? It's been a while, I guess. Can I really not name a single comedian? Hold on. I'm certain I know at least one comedian. But like, they don't feel like stand-up comedians to me. Oh, who's that guy who always does the deadpan delivery? Non sequiturs. You know, hold on. I'm sure these are just names I'd recognise if I Google them. Stand-up comedian. Oh, Dara Ryan actually comes to mind. He's a stand-up comedian, right? George Carlin, Dave Chappelle. Oh, yeah. These names are very familiar now. Who do we think's our visitor for today? I don't know. Ricky Gervais, Eddie Murphy, Bill Burr. I don't know. All the people I think of are just people from British panel shows, to be honest. I don't know how many fruits I need. Let me think. We had 10, we had 3 already, so we need 3 more. 2 more. 3 more? 2 more. Seymour. Louis C.K. Dane Cook, what happened to him, you know? I actually really used to like Dane Cook when I was younger. Only because he was introduced to me by my sister through these like animated... Oh, it's CJ. Hey CJ. We're just going to ignore you, to be honest. Unless I play later, in which case I will no longer ignore you. Yeah, because Dane Cook, people used to make these like stick figure PowerPoint style like animation things for his stand-up comedy sketches. Used to really like them when I was younger. Nowadays I haven't watched them in a while. Maybe if I watch them again I'll be like, ha, this guy's hilarious. Or maybe I'll watch it and be like, didn't age as well as I thought it did. I don't even know what's happened to Dane Cook. Don't people like not like Dane Cook now? I don't know, I'm not going to get into that bag of worms. Bag of worms isn't the phrase. Whoa, birdwing butterfly. Why am I catching it? We don't even need it. Lily's in our house. Let's go say hello to Lily. What about British stand-up comedian? I'll probably know more of these ones. British. Oh, Jimmy Carr, of course. Michael McIntyre. How could I forget him? Sean Lock. Oh yeah, Sean Lock's great. Eddie Izzard. I don't think I've ever seen a show with Eddie Izzard in. Like any of his stand-up comedian shows. Jack Whitehall. See, this is just what I know. All these people who appear with these like British panel shows, which are fantastic. Mickey Flanagan. That's the first one I haven't heard of. Lee Evans. Don't know. Stuart Lee. Don't know. Omid Jalili. Don't know. Joe Brown. Don't know that. Know that. I know her from QI, of course. Kevin Bridges. I've seen him before. I don't know why I know him from. Maybe he's been on QI as well. It's just 90% of the time I know them because I've been on QI. Jack D, I'm pretty sure has been on QI. Ellie Taylor. I don't know who that is. Gary Delaney? Greg Davies. That's a familiar name, but I don't recognise his face. I also don't recognise any of those people. QI, what a fantastic show. I heard it's still pretty good even though Stephen Fry left though. And there's now, what's her name? Oh, that's a leaf bug. What's her name? Sandy Toksvig. I don't know how you pronounce it, to be honest. She's on British Bake Off as a host as well. To be honest, I never actually watched British Bake Off before it changed channels, so I don't know what my previous hosts were like. But I think Sandy and Noel do a pretty good job, to be honest. Again, I haven't seen the most recent season. It's been ages since I watched it. I should watch that again. My stand-up comedy shows, actually, now I think about it, I have been to a stand-up comedy show, like in live, not like super famous one. This is like a stand-up bar, I guess. Because I mean, Ali really likes comedy shows, so we went to one in London with another friend, Benedict. Of course, you might know, if you watch some really old videos, I suppose. But anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember anymore. Stand-up comedy show, yes. So we went to one. Oh, we went to two actually before. In this bar in London. I don't remember what it's called, to be honest. It's been a while since we went there. I suppose I'm not really one for stand-up comedy all too much. I found it amusing. Don't get me wrong, but stand-up comedy, I don't know. I guess it isn't my jam as much as it is for other people's. But I did enjoy my time there. Some people were entertaining. Some people are like, yeah, that's alright. I can see why you'd be entertaining, but you don't have a sort of humour that personally resonates with me. And I suppose that's, you know, comedy is quite a wide berth of different ranges of jokes you can make, from anything from simple puns to much more, I suppose, dark humour, as you might put it. I don't know. I don't even know how no new fossils. I don't even know how I'd describe my comedy taste, to be honest. I think non sequiturs and deadpan comedy definitely gets me the most. From things I think of from traditional stand-up comedian sort of genres. Just deadpan non sequiturs, just nonsense comedy, maybe. Anecdotal comedy. I don't know. I think anecdotal comedy really depends on the person who's saying it and their style of. Oh, what do you think about Vivian? Speaking. You've got to help me. Seems Lily and I had a falling out. I don't even know why. Apparently I said something incredibly cruel, but I don't know what it was. I want to make up, so I got a little gift for her, but I'm too nervous to do it in person right now. I'll be happy to help. Do I have space in my inventory? Also, apparently everyone's in the town centre right now. Vivian's just staring happily at me. I feel a little bit unnerved. Alright, there she goes. She's on her way now. A tiger face tea dress. Oh wait, we bought one of these before. So I never actually got around to it. We went to a stand-up comedy show. Not much really happened, I suppose. I mean, it was a comedy show. They were entertaining. The first time we tried to sit down on one of the rows of the seats, the seats were extremely broken, so my chair was sort of like leaning forward the entire time. It's not the greatest. I actually can't remember like any of the jokes that happened though. I'd be a terrible stand-up comedian is all I've really gathered from this, to be honest. Let's drop this recipe off here. I mean, that's not really much of a surprise. I don't think I'm a particularly entertainingly funny person. I don't think that's really my shtick, you know? I'm much better playing the straight man in a comedy duo. You know that thing of a comedy duo? The classic, they have the funny man and the straight man. The funny man says something ridiculous and the straight man grounds it back in reality to make it seem even more ridiculous at the same time, thus like doubling the humour or something. I know that's what you come here for, analysis of comedy tropes, I suppose. Yeah, I think I make a good straight man, you know? I can play the straight man and be like, what are you talking about? It's like, that doesn't even make any sense. There's a classic things I say all the time to all my friends. Maybe I'm already doing it and I don't even realise. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I can never do stand-up comedy though. I don't even know. How do you even come up with a joke? I get the same thing when you come up with, like, coming up with riddles. Like, how do you come up with a riddle? Like, I absolutely love solving riddles and things like that. I forgot what I was doing. I was putting stuff away. Oh, I was also going to go say hi to Lily. Like, how do you come up with a riddle or a joke? Do you, like, start of a concept of a punchline? You're like, I want to talk about my dogs riding unicycles. How am I going to get to that and then make it funny? To be fair, I think a lot about stand-up comedy is definitely in the delivery. Delivery, Lily. That was unintentional. But, you gotta have some level of charisma to, Ooh, it's a noble zap suit. This is just my style too. Sure, try it on. I'm not really sure if that's your style, but sure. Wow, that actually looks sick. That actually looks surprisingly good. So thoughtful. I didn't realise how bad I made Vivian feel. I should wear this and go tell her I'm sorry too, Trip Chop. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. It's not much, but here's a raglan shirt. I never really got why they give you a present. Even you do someone else a favour. Lily actually looks sick like that. Zap suits are so funny. Maybe we should get a zap suit for everyone. That'd be really cool. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, stand-up comedy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my delivery is far too bland. And oh, let's tell Vivian that we delivered it. My way of speaking is far too bland. And how'd it go? Is she still angry with me? Here's the story. So she isn't angry with me anymore? That's such a relief. I want to take a tangent here. I feel like when we used to do deliveries in previous versions of Animal Crossing, and when you gave feedback on to your villagers on what the delivery was like, I feel like sometimes they wouldn't like the gift. And then, or they have like a really awkward response, and then the person who gave the gift is all like, oh well, what can you do? Now I seem to always like the gift. Didn't you find that interesting? I found that interesting. Or maybe I don't really know, to be honest. No, I find it interesting, I've decided. Three presents. Who are we not giving a present out to? Diana, always. I don't even think we looked at Diana's house. Rowan? Who's the other one? I feel like we've seen everyone. Diana, Rowan. I'm not sure who the other person is. Pretty sure we gave it to Lily. Did we not give it to Fuchsia, maybe? Oh, we totally did. See you later. Alligator. We are going to... You know what we should do? Let's decorate our house. Let's get rid of the Easter Bunny set and actually put down the wedding set stuff that we got now. Even though it's not June anymore, and the wedding set's kind of redundant now. No, that's a problem with Animal Crossing. With the furniture sets is, I can get like lovely seasonal themed furniture, but I can only get the whole thing usually by the time the season is coming to an end. You know? It happened with the Easter Day, the Bunny Day furniture. I could only get... Well, actually that's not true for Bunny Day furniture, because you can collect recipes as you went along, right? Is that how it worked? I don't remember. Anyway, we're going to put everything in here away. So, goodbye, everybody. Actually, we're not. We're going to not put this away because this is a lucky item. My storage is full. My storage is full. Okay, well, I guess we'll take the time to clear out our storage. I actually want to see some spring cleaning. Okay, let's get rid of duplicate colours that we don't need anymore. I guess we could just get rid of things full stop that we don't need. We probably don't need both of these. I don't know what else we have which is clogging up our inventory, but I guess we're about to find out. I mean, this is just a straight up duplicate. Do we want a black or white one? Let's keep a white one. The black one, sorry. Don't need 2 digital scales. Don't need 2 monsteras. 2 go boards, 2 oil barrels. What even is this? First I guess I'll just give out. Why do we have so many cardboard boxes as well? Is this just an ice wall? A frozen partition? Sure. Spring cleaning. It's the most fun thing. I feel like there was more I wanted to say about stand-up comedy, but I actually can't remember what I was talking about. Like what exactly I was saying about it anymore, so. I guess that's sort of a... gone from memory now. Oh, yeah, how do you come up with a joke? Do you sort of think about, like, how... I don't know. Like, what do you even do? What do you start about? Like, I suppose this is the sort of thing you always think about when you're not well versed in something. I especially used to get it like when I saw people draw things. I'm like, how did you even draw that? Like, I don't even know where to start. Isn't this the same thing? The creative process? Being like, I don't even know how you begin to think up making a joke. Conceiving of a joke. And then it's probably got some more formulaic thing than you expected. Maybe not formulaic, but you know, you'd be like, oh, maybe you think about an interesting situation that occurs, or there's some topic you really want to talk about and make a satire of or something. You start from that little nugget and you're like, okay, what sort of things, you sort of like brainstorm ideas, like what sort of things are related to this, what can I talk about this, what ways can I talk about this, can I like, is this something I want to mock? Do I want to seem absurd as I talk about this? I don't know. I guess we need to visit the ABD as well. And then from there, you like build it up, and you build it in layers, and then you get inspiration as you go along. Something like that, you know. It's a piece-by-piece process, I'd imagine. You know, I guess I just answered my own question. I don't know if it's correct or anything. If anything, I could be spreading a lot of misinformation. I don't know what just happened there, but sure. For delivery. I wonder how you practice getting good at telling stories. I guess it's just by doing it. That's how you practice becoming a good stand-up comedian? Is there like comedy school? That's probably rules of comedy, right? Like unwritten rules is like, this is the generic way you'd structure a joke, and then you gotta learn the rules to break them. And I'd imagine comedy is definitely the sort of thing where breaking the rules is, when you can, in good ways, is often encouraged. Or something. KK Cruising, I'm pretty sure we've got before. It's definitely not on this list. Oh, there's different colours of leaf print wetsuits. This one's nicer. I'm gonna buy this one. Yeah, I mean, that goes with anything. There's always like unwritten rules, like rules of fashion, rules of, I don't know, design. Well, I suppose any rules of design. I suppose that's a big umbrella term. Rules of design, and they encompass everything. With designing a joke, designing art, interior design, graphic design, all that sort of thing. Knowing the rules and when to break them is really the most important part, isn't it? Because once you know the rules, you understand them, you understand why they're there, you understand when you can break them, when you can push the boundaries of them a little bit more. Do you think that's how like deadpan comedy came about, you know? Actually, is non-deadpan... Is deadpan comedy even breaking up the rules? It probably follows it somewhere. That's my guess, at least. Okay. Let's pull up our storage. There we go. Which wall should we go for? Party wall? Nah, white wedding wall makes it feel a bit more open, I think. Flooring. Place vertically? No, let's place it horizontally, I think. Oh. Yeah, let's place it horizontally. Ah, it's misaligned. It's so horribly misaligned that I don't think I could stand that. Let's place it vertically then. And then, well, I don't know, I guess we'll put this here with a wedding arch on top of it. It's going to be very difficult to sort through everything and just pick out the wedding stuff, which is exactly what we're going to do. Apparently also bringing out a bunk bed, which was not really my aim, to be honest. It was also a very small room. I don't have enough room to put everything down. Okay, let's think about this. Joy-Con Drift really wants me to think about it this way around, apparently. So we'll put this over here. I think we'll put the cake over here. This, I don't know what we're going to do with this dining table, to be honest. Seriously? I can't put this underneath here? That's super lame. Either way, I guess we can do it like this. And then, I guess we put the chair in front of the piano. And then we're really struggling for room now. Maybe we can put this over here. It's not wide enough, this room. Why is it so tiny? Why is this room so tiny? Was this arch misaligned? We should also probably put this in a different room. Yeah, I'll put this here and pick it up in my pockets. How are we going to do this? Like this? I guess we could do it like this. It's a bit weird, but, you know, what are you going to do about it? There's not really much we can do. It just sort of has to be like that. Of course, a wedding cake, but wedding candles. And is there any other wedding furniture? There's this plate. And the wedding decorations. This one I think we'll put 2 down. Just to get a bit of symmetry going on, you know? Symmetry? Humans love symmetry. Humans love patterns. I guess we can rotate it like this. This looks really weird. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder which of these is the lucky item. If any of them are. But I think we'll just do it like that. Yeah, let's not put this here. We'll pick it up and put it in our pockets. We'll put it in like our main room or something. And that seems quite nice. Maybe we'll give it a bit of space. It's this Joy-Con drift. I'm sorry, it's so annoying. Yeah, that seems good enough, I think. Let's move a Sippity Bunny toy. And there we go. We've updated that to the wedding season now. I guess the next step would be updating it to summer. I think we should get rid of some of these plants, to be honest. This cactus, replace it with this. Perfect. And we'll put this in storage. And, I didn't put any money away, if that's what I was meant to do. I guess we can do for some last 3 minutes. Not a lot of time to do anything else. But yeah, comedy. Well, I suppose comedy writing is kind of hard. Don't a lot of comedians get ghostwriters as well, like joke writers, who write jokes on their behalf, which, you know, some people get angry at that sort of thing. I don't think you should get too angry at that sort of thing, in my opinion. Isn't it kind of like, the delivery is one thing compared to the creation. Like having a songwriter and an artist, you know. I'm not mad that a singer doesn't write all their songs, because, you know, that's not necessarily what they're there for. They're there for the performance. They're there to execute the song. How a songwriter envisioned it, or the songwriter is meant to come up with the creative stuff. Why is it different for comedy? The comedian is a performer, I suppose, like an actor in some sense. Not saying that a comedian shouldn't be able to write their own jokes, they also can, but like, if they can't, but they have amazing delivery, they can tell a story, they can make the most mundane things seem extremely entertaining. Why shouldn't they? Just get a... Is that a new bug? I didn't mean to shake that, but there we go. I thought it was facing right. I don't know what bug this is. Oh, it's a Miyama stag. Or Miyama, I guess. Miyamo. Dear. What's the saying? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's different for comedians. Or maybe it's not different for comedians. Maybe people also do think this way for songwriters and singers as well. And I'm just weird. That's very possible. I never really given that much thought. I don't know. Oh, from Benedict. Thank you, Benedict. Oh, we really know this recipe. Well, Benedict, I guess we'll give this recipe to a different Benedict. There's another bird wing. We've actually seen so many of them now. It makes me start... I'm starting to think they're not as rare, maybe in this version compared to previous versions. Like, how have we seen so many? And where are the scorpions? But anyway, I guess we'll round up this episode here. This amazing stand-up comedy routine. of an episode. All of them are. Anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated, and I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell, so until next time, bye-bye for now.